Imagine waking up for suhoor, and instead of your mother or an alarm, is an AI assistant reminding you to eat before far. Your Quran recitation is corrected by an AI-powered app, and you get daily Ramadan reflections from an AI-generated virtual scholar. But here's the real question. Is AI helping us strengthen our faith, or is it making us dependent on technology in ways that could weaken our spiritual connection? Let's explore how AI is shaping Ramadan, and whether it's truly a blessing or a hidden test for Muslims. Ramadan is more than just fasting. It's a time of deep reflection, increased worship, and strengthening our relationship with Allah. But as AI continues to revolutionize our daily lives, it's also making its way into how we experience this sacred month. From AI-generated Islamic content to automated prayer reminders, Muslims now have access to tools that were unimaginable just a decade ago. But with convenience comes a challenge. Is AI bringing us closer to our faith, or is it slowly replacing the human elements that make Ramadan so special? Today, we'll break it all down, the benefits, the dangers, and what Islamic teachings say about relying on AI in our worship. Ramadan is not just about refraining from food and drink. It is a deeply spiritual journey of self-discipline, patience, and nearness to Allah. For centuries, Muslims have observed Ramadan with the same core principles: waking up for suhoor, standing in Taraweeh prayers, seeking knowledge from scholars, and engaging in remembrance of Allah. But today, we are witnessing a massive shift. AI is changing how we experience Ramadan. From AI-powered fasting trackers to virtual Islamic scholars, technology is stepping into areas of worship, making religious practice more accessible than ever before. On the surface, this seems beneficial. After all, wouldn't tools that make it easier to stay on track be a good thing? But not everything that is easy is necessarily good for us. Ramadan is a time of effort, discipline, and struggle. The very purpose of fasting is to develop taqwa, God consciousness, which is built through personal sacrifice and commitment. So, if AI is making Ramadan easier, we must ask ourselves, are we truly benefiting from it, or are we losing the deeper essence of this sacred month? Let's break it down. AI has already transformed many aspects of Ramadan, including AI-driven fasting apps. Millions of Muslims now rely on apps like Muslim Pro, Athan, and Al-Mozin to track suhoor and iftar times. These apps send reminders, suggest dua, supplications, and even provide meal recommendations to maintain energy levels while fasting. Positive side: ensures accuracy in suhoor and iftar timings, helps new Muslims and those in non-Muslim countries stay connected to Ramadan practices. The concern: over-reliance on an app instead of actively engaging with the natural signs of fasting, such as watching the sky for Far or Maghrib. Reduce personal responsibility. Some Muslims might neglect learning the actual prayer timings because they assume the app will always be correct. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized observing natural signs for fasting and prayer. He said, "When you see the new moon, start fasting, and when you see it again, stop fasting." Bukhari and Muslim. If technology removes our direct engagement with these natural signs, are we losing an important part of Ramadan? Virtual scholars and AI-generated Islamic answers. One of the biggest shifts AI has brought is instant access to Islamic knowledge. Now, instead of calling an imam or attending a lecture, people can simply ask AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Google Bard, or Islamic AI assistants about religious matters. Positive side: instant accessibility. Muslims can get answers within seconds. Useful for remote areas where access to scholars is limited. The concern: AI does not understand context or depth like a real scholar. Risk of misinformation: AI can generate answers that sound Islamic, but may be inaccurate or misleading. Loss of barakah, blessing. Seeking knowledge has always been a human-to-human interaction in Islam. The Quran emphasizes the importance of learning from those who possess knowledge. Ask the people of knowledge if you do not know. Surah Al-Isra 16:43. If we replace qualified scholars with AI-generated responses, we risk spreading misinterpretations of Islamic teachings. AI-powered Quran recitation and Tajweed apps. Many Muslims struggle with Quranic recitation, especially those who are new to Arabic. AI-based apps like Tartil AI analyze Quranic recitation and correct Tajweed mistakes in real time. Positive side: helps Muslims improve recitation even if they don't have a teacher. Encourages consistent Quran reading by offering feedback. The concern: AI can never replace a real teacher. It might correct mistakes, but it cannot teach wisdom, depth, or spiritual insights like a human mentor. Loss of personal effort. Traditionally, students would struggle in practice, developing patience and humility in their learning. AI makes it so easy that some may lose the baraka of real effort. The Prophet said, "The best among you are those who learn the Quran and teach it." Bukhari. Learning from real scholars and teachers has always been a part of Islamic tradition. AI can assist, but must never replace the human element of Quranic learning. AI-generated Islamic content, lectures, and khutbahs. Recently, AI has started generating entire Islamic lectures and khutbahs sermons based on existing data. This means an AI voice can now deliver Friday sermons, Ramadan reminders, and tafsir, Quranic explanations, without a real scholar. Positive side, allows access to Islamic reminders 24/7. AI-generated lectures can be customized based on interests. The concern, AI has no real spirituality. It can generate words, but does not have faith, sincerity, or human wisdom. Risk of fabricated content. Since AI pulls from different sources, it can mix authentic Islamic knowledge with misinformation. Loss of human connection. Listening to a khutbah from a real imam in a masjid has a spiritual impact that AI-generated content will never have. The Prophet did not just teach Islam. He lived it, demonstrated it, and passed it on through real human interaction. Indeed, in the Messenger of Allah, you have an excellent example. Surah Al-Isra 33:21. If we replace real scholars with AI, are we losing the essence of Islamic learning? Islam teaches that spiritual growth comes through struggle. Ramadan itself is a test. Waking up early, controlling desires, increasing prayers, all require effort. But when AI makes everything convenient, does it take away the challenge that strengthens our faith? Consider this. If an AI wakes you up for suhoor instead of your own discipline, are you truly engaging in the struggle of fasting? If an AI-generated khutbah replaces real imams, are we reducing Ramadan to just content consumption? If an AI app dictates every part of our religious practice, are we still making personal efforts to seek Allah ourselves? The Prophet said, "The most beloved actions to Allah are those that are consistent, even if they are small." Muslim, Islam is not about automation. It's about intentional effort. Ramadan is a time of deep spirituality, discipline, and connection with Allah. Traditionally, Muslims have relied on human effort and personal commitment to make the most of this holy month, waking up before dawn, attending live sermons, engaging in self-reflection, and striving for better worship. But now, AI has entered the picture. Today, Muslims use AI-powered apps and tools to help them with everything, from tracking suhoor and iftar times to correcting Quran recitation, and even receiving instant fake answers from AI chatbots. At first glance, this seems revolutionary. Technology is making religious practice easier and more accessible. But does making Ramadan easier actually make it better? Or are we unknowingly losing something valuable in the process? In this section, we will explore both sides of AI in Ramadan, its powerful benefits and serious limitations, to understand whether AI is truly helping us grow spiritually or creating new challenges that we have yet to realize. Let's start with the benefits. There is no doubt that when used correctly, AI can be a powerful tool for good. Many scholars and experts agree that if technology serves a positive purpose, it can be beneficial. Ibn Taymiyyah R.A. once said, "The means are judged based on their objectives." This means that if AI is helping us reach a beneficial goal, it can be a tool for good. And indeed, AI has introduced many positive changes to how Muslims observe Ramadan. Let's take a look at 3 major ways AI is benefiting Muslims during Ramadan. One of the biggest struggles for many Muslims, especially non-Arabic speakers, is learning proper Quran recitation, tajweed. Finding a qualified teacher isn't always easy, and many people don't have access to regular in-person classes. AI-powered apps like Tartil and Quran Companion now allow Muslims to receive instant tajweed correction through AI speech analysis, track memorization progress, and receive feedback. Practice recitation anytime, anywhere, without needing a human teacher. Why this is beneficial: makes Quran learning accessible for those in remote areas, encourages consistency by providing structured lessons, allows beginners to practice with confidence before reciting in front of others. The Prophet said, "The best among you are those who learn the Quran and teach it." Bukhari, AI can assist in learning, but should not replace the traditional method of learning from scholars and teachers. In the past, if a Muslim had a fiqh Islamic law question, they would have to find a scholar or imam, wait for a response, listen to a detailed explanation. But now, AI-powered chatbots like Islamic AI assistants and ChatGPT can provide instant answers to fiqh questions. How AI is helping. New Muslims can get answers to common Islamic questions quickly. People in non-Muslim countries can seek knowledge without needing a local scholar. AI-powered translations allow access to Islamic knowledge in multiple languages. The Quran commands us, ask the people of knowledge if you do not know. Surah Al-Isra 16:43. If AI is providing reliable Islamic answers, it can be helpful. However, there are serious risks, which we'll discuss later. One of the greatest blessings of technology is its ability to connect Muslims worldwide. How AI is helping. Live Quran translation. AI translates khutbahs and Islamic lectures into different languages in real time. Global community building. Muslims can join online groups for Quran study, Ramadan motivation, and Islamic learning. Accessibility for disabled. AI-powered tools help visually impaired Muslims listen to Quran recitations and navigate Islamic content. The Prophet said, "The believers, in their mutual love, mercy, and compassion, are like one body." Muslim. AI is helping Muslims stay connected, share knowledge, and support one another, especially in Ramadan. While AI brings many benefits, there is also a dangerous side. Technology is not neutral. It affects our behavior, habits, and mindset. If we are not careful, AI might not assist our spirituality, but rather weaken it. Here are 3 major dangers of AI in Ramadan that we must be aware of. Islam teaches that spirituality requires effort. The struggle of Ramadan, waking up early, increasing prayers, engaging in self-discipline, is what builds taqwa, God consciousness. But AI is making everything too easy, and ease is not always good. The problem. Automated suhoor alarms mean people no longer check far times manually. AI-generated dua reminders replace personal effort in memorizing and reciting supplications. Instant fatwa responses mean fewer people take the time to deeply study Islamic issues. The Prophet said, "The reward is according to the hardship endured." Bukhari. If AI removes the struggle of Ramadan, are we missing out on its true spiritual benefits? AI chatbots do not understand context, Islamic principles, or spiritual wisdom. They simply generate answers based on data. The problem. AI-generated fiqh answers can sometimes be incorrect or misleading. AI cannot provide scholarly context for complex issues. Some AI models mix Islamic teachings with unverified sources. The Quran warns, "And do not follow that of which you have no knowledge." Surah Al-Isra 17:36. Muslims must be cautious when relying on AI for religious guidance. One of the most concerning aspects of AI in Ramadan is the potential loss of human connection. The problem, watching an AI-generated khutbah is not the same as experiencing a real spiritual gathering. AI-generated Islamic reminders might lack the barakah, blessing of human scholars. The Prophet emphasized learning directly from scholars, not just reading texts. The Prophet said, "The scholars are the inheritors of the prophets." Tirmidhi. Replacing real scholars with AI-generated lectures could lead to a loss of true Islamic wisdom. AI is neither good nor bad. It is a tool. The real question is how we use it wisely. Use AI for assistance, not as a replacement. Verify AI-generated Islamic knowledge with real scholars. Limit screen time during Ramadan. Prioritize real human interaction and worship. Technology should serve our faith, not replace it. If AI helps us get closer to Allah, it's beneficial. But if it weakens our spiritual efforts, we must rethink its role in our lives. Because at the end of the day, Ramadan is about personal connection with Allah, not automation. If you found this discussion valuable, subscribe for more thought-provoking content on AI and Islam. May Allah guide us all in using technology in a way that strengthens our faith.